Hi. Yeah, you know what? Y'all know me. We're not smoking because it's cool, because it's glamorous. We're smoking because I'm addicted. It is what it is. But I mean, hey, it's Friday, and I have about 2 hours before there's nothing but work time. And weekends are they're fun, but they're hell on earth because, that's when everybody wants to pay on their pawn loans and get pawn loans because, that's when everybody wants their fucking weekend money because normal people have fun on weekends, but it's like my most intense Monday ever. So there are going to be like a bunch of insufferable pauses and shit while I try to enjoy my last hour or so of free time. And so I put on my bar makeup, and that has to get worn down for like 8 hours before I run down to the bar. And it lasts. Like, I'm good at that. I'm actually pretty good at making that last, especially in bar lighting. But that's not anything you guys came here for, because I came here to talk to you about the most taboo of mental disorders. No, I guess that would be like psychopathy or dissociative identity disorder or some bullshit. No, this is just a plain old boring BPD, which I think Girl Interrupted actually did probably did the best job at destigmatizing, because there's this part in it where Angelina Jolie is like looking through their files, and she sees that she got the diagnosis for BPD, and Angelina Jolie actually goes, "Oh, that's no biggie." And it's really not in a lot of ways. Honestly, I don't really think... I think everybody makes way too big of a deal out of all of the psychiatric disorders, because what's strange is, especially even now, honestly, like if I tell anybody, like, well, they've said that I have BPD, they say that, like, doctors have told me that I have autism, doctors have told me that they can't really make up their minds, but they like to slap shit on me. I've had two that said that they don't like to come up with diagnosis, and everybody else just like to spitball their theories, Several have remained consistent. The most popular right now are CPTSD. I hate that one. That's a new one, I think. Autism, BPD, and OCD. And bipolar is really popular with really old ones. Like, got people who've been practicing since the 80s. They really, really like bipolar. Old people really like to spit around bipolar, but now borderline would be fun to go over, and I wanted to wait until I had like Fatal Attraction props and I was gonna turn a light on and off, and then I was like, you know what, that's so much effort and nobody's gonna fucking get the joke. Like, nobody watches movies anymore, and they sure as fuck don't watch old 80s movies. So I didn't do it. And I really get ashamed of how hard I fall over people, so I try not to talk about it much. But yeah, I guess here we go for this video. Fuck, 5 minutes in, and I'm just now getting to the topic. I'm just now getting to my fucking notes. I'm sorry about that, guys. But yeah, Battle of the Sexes. Which is the worst, or better, stalker? But I've been BPDing all over this cute little guy, like, all year long. And, I have really good willpower. But I am self-aware. I'm good at being self-aware. And I tell myself, not to BPD all over him. And I've been doing my best to avoid him. And I'm just kind of trying to let it fizzle out. And in all honesty, I've come very far this year. And with rebuilding my life, I'm very close to getting my bulimia phased out. I have a job that has growth and opportunity and benefits and a 401k. I got promoted to bartender at my other job, so I'm not just a fucking waitress anymore. That sucked. God, being a waitress sucks. I have a lot going for me. My life is steadily on the rise, and I'm gonna do things. I know I'm gonna do things. Like, I've been really hard on myself for, like, just how shitty everything has felt. But I mean, like, in the grand scheme of things, I've only been a pawnbroker for a couple of months, but a lot of people never get to the point in their lives, their entire lives, that I have gotten in this past year. You know what I mean? I've busted my ass for a whole fucking year, and I've come really, really far. I've worked a lot harder and done a lot more things than a lot of people that I see do. I'm glad I got this job so I could realize that. And I mean, I'm not going to let myself fall. I'm not going to jeopardize that for anything, for any kind of stupid anything. But my stalkers, like the bar guys, dude, they're freaky. Like, I feel like whenever girls BPD, they just kind of like, and girls stalk. There's some ambitious ones. There's some you really got to look out for. There's some that, like, gone girl that shit. And that seriously, like, are gonna bake you some cookies with something a little bit more ambitious in there than hair. They're gonna, like, poison dudes and shove them into their car and, like, diaper drive them across the country like that astronaut bitch. Like, there's some psychos that you really got to look out for. I'm not saying that they don't exist. I'm just saying that they're a little bit more rare than psycho dudes. Like, none of the guys at the bar, like, they don't have to be a fucking genius to shove me into the trunk of their car. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that all guys are inherently worse, or, I mean, like, when it comes, it's weird. I've been hearing this, guys are worse. No, girls are worse. Guys have it worse. Like, every time I go out onto the porch and hear somebody having a drunk conversation, I always hear that argument come up. And I mean, I think everybody in the entire world has their own unique sets of advantages and disadvantages. And, like, it's up to you to find out how to be creative with them and figure out what exactly you have to do. I mean, like, I don't feel like my mental illnesses are illnesses. Like, I feel like I'm at the mercy of my fragility, but I don't feel like they disable me. I don't feel like I need help. I just feel like I need to learn myself. I feel like I just need to figure it all out. And I don't know, I just feel skeptical that I necessarily, like, I'm not trying to fucking start a self-help cult or anything here. I'm not saying that nobody needs that. I'm not saying that they're all bad. I'm just saying, I don't know, like, they don't seem to know a whole lot more than anybody else does. And it just seems like every time I go to it, like every couple of years, whenever I have a really bad breakdown or something and I go to a shrink, it seems like it's a little bit different. There's more diagnosis and there's more stuff that they didn't know last time that they know this time. And like, it's I don't know. But I think dude stalkers are more scary and girl stalkers are more fun. So I don't know what a better stalker that makes. Let me know in the comments, I suppose, what you guys think of that. But I don't even know if that necessarily makes me anything. Sometimes I think, oh my god, I have fucking everything, because everybody does. Everybody kind of has everything to an extent. I mean, it's whether, like, how much it affects your life is what makes it the legit disorder. But I don't know. I just don't know. I'm tired. That's what I know. I know I'm tired and I have to work some more. Fuck. I know that I'm extremely obsessive. I know that sucks. And I know that ties in with a lot of things that are very wrong with me. I don't know why I wrote all those notes down. I hardly even used them. But, yeah, if this is another shitty, stupid video, I don't know. I hope that these get better and everything gets better and that, I don't know, I'm just rambling now, I guess, and I can end this. Bye.